Today on Judge King. Here we go again with the wildest DNA drama cases ever.
Why wouldn't you allow it anyway, as proposed to tearing up the infirmary?
I don't like needles.
Lauren claims that George is the father because he unfortunately cheated on her for 16 years with his homemaker Marie.
She said that I needed to get involved in my child's life.
Now hold on to your classmates and look at what Marie was saying, that George is not the dad.
You don't believe that George fathered this child?
No.
Don't miss the most wildest moments of a DNA test results.
We got a problem here.
Did it to save your life.
Who would do the first blow? Hit it. That's gonna be a hack of the pack. You want me to come off this bench? I suggest you get clear about the truth right now. Don't get me testifying in here today.
Lauren Mitchell demands a DNA test to prove her ex-husband George Charvez is the father of her 4-month-old daughter Lily Mills. Lauren says that George is a drug-addicted criminal who once damaged his prisoner's infirmary so he wouldn't have to take a DNA test. Lauren claims that George dropped out their live-in relationships for 16 years and owes her over $190 for child support, and it's time he acceptance for Lauren to pay up. She was here in court with her new husband Bernie Wayne. George says that there is not a way that Lily is his because he constantly cheated on her for 16 years like there were no more tomorrows. He says that she, a crackhead tramp because she had confirmed the judge in their child support case. George was here with his new girlfriend Marie Mcclaire, who says that Lauren is only after her daughter's money.
Alright, Miss Mitchell, you had the 4-month-old daughter there who was Lily Mills born 4 years now, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so you're also here to file in court because you're convinced that George is the father of your daughter.
Yes, sir. 100% sure.
So, no way humanity possible and other man can be the child's father?
No, I will not come on national TV and brutalize my child.
So, George, you say you have some doubts to take a position that is not your child.
Yes, sir.
And you're also here to file in court with your new girlfriend named Marie, who doesn't think the baby is yours.
That's true.
Alright, let's begin at the top. Miss Mitchell, talk to me. How did you and George meet and to begin with?
Alright, so actually, Your Honor, I was working at the gas station and I moved to Denver.
Denver?
Yeah, and he came in every morning and gassed up and thought that he was cute. And eventually he asked me for the date.
So, how long did you started the date when you found out you were pregnant?
3 to 4 months.
So, but you said that you met him and noticed that he had some unusual on his ankle.
Yes, the ankle bracelet.
Did you and him know about it?
Yes, sir. He told me it was a position of a stolen firearm, and I believed him.
So, did you have an ankle bracelet at the time?
Yes, sir. I was on house arrest.
Why?
Because there was a possession of stolen goods.
So, nevertheless, you were on a house arrest.
Yes, sir.
Then you go on to say he was a criminal and got in and out of jail. And I'm trying to understand how you went from meeting him at the gas station and all of a sudden you think that he's a big-time criminal.
Sir, I don't remember at the first time he was arrested, but I think he was a criminal right now. And I believed it was when the SWAT team came to my house to get him here when I was between 5 and 7 months pregnant.
So you were between 5 and 7 months pregnant, and the SWAT team shows up at your house.
Yes, sir.
And what happened?
We were watching TV, his cousin and himself, and I came and George told her not to answer.
That's
I'm talking. She came back and said, George, it's the police. He said, God, the SWAT team is here. He also said, George, I don't want to even say no. Absolutely
all right, stop
not.
Right here. The SWAT team show up at the house.
Yes, sir.
And you told her not to leave. You just said to them not to open the door and use it as a hostage.
But Your Honor, the police had called him on the phone. They would not storm the house because I was there. And they called him on the phone. He said that he will not would Quenglish me unless they will agree they will not handcuff him.
Your Honor.
All right. So does she wanted to leave?
Yeah, she said she wanted to leave. And I said to her not to open the door, and them standing outside because they were coming to get me.
So, do you hold her as a hostage?
No, I didn't have no knife or gun at her. I was saying to you that
Oh, yes,
stay
you
with
did.
her.
You're a liar.
So, did you let her leave?
Yeah, she eventually left.
Alright, so, did you let her leave?
No.
Now you're saying no. So you hold her against her will. If she opened the door, the police were going to come, and you didn't want the police to get her. The police can knock down the door.
And I was trying to, Your Honor.
So the door is not going to keep the police from coming in.
That's true.
So after this continue to have a relationship with George after the SWAT team shows up.
He went to jail. I believe that, Your Honor, there was no more relationship.
So, George, why do you think you are not this child's father now?
We lived in the same apartment that my father had owned. From there, we moved a horse farm, and I come to the trailer there. So we live on the property and come home and catch her with men on the farm and in the stall.
How do you know that?
Because I drove up and she was in the stall with 3 men.
You were actually with your own eyes.
Yes, it was my new girlfriend.
Your Honor, his new girlfriend is crazy.
So, you saw her with 3 men?
She was been with a mini man.
How do you know about that?
Because I seen her.
So, with many men.
Yes.
Miss Mitchell, did he cheat on you?
Yes, he did with his new girlfriend, that crazy girl.
So, did you see her with many men during the time she got pregnant with her daughter?
I don't know about that.
And he was living with his mama like all day and his girlfriend.
You a liar. Oh, enough. So, do you suspect that she was with someone else during the time she got pregnant, and that's why you don't believe that you are this child's father?
That's correct. But not only when I caught her with men in the home at the horse farm, we had a trailer together. She said one of my friends is coming down from north, which is a female. I came home from work. And there is no one in this house here. The door is locked on the bathroom. I was beating the door, and as one of them opens the door, she putting her shirt back on right in front of the other female.
Man, that's a lie, Your Honor.
So, you're saying that she admitted you that she involved some relationship to with this woman?
Yes, sir. That's the type of person that she is. Well, she cannot impregnate me.
Other one
Can't she?
Did that happen?
No, she was my best friend. Whatever it is. She was a sick individual to her mama and sick no individual. He was being a convicted individual. His new girlfriend was a marijuana for my daughter. She was the reason why she was today. She was divorced. His father and used him as a pawn.
Judge King will continue when we returns.
Why wouldn't you allow it anyway, as proposed, to tearing up the infirmary?
I don't like needles.
And later.
You don't believe that George fathered this child?
No.
Don't miss the dramatically DNA test results.
We got a problem here.
Judge King is back in the case of Lauren Mitchell, who demanding a DNA test to prove her ex-husband George Charvez is the father of her 4-month-old daughter Lily Mills. She says that George is a deadbeat dad who had no reason to deny that he is the father. She says that Marie is a meddlesome troubled drug addict maker who grows marijuana for her daughter. George says that there is not a way that Lily is his because he constantly cheated on her for 16 years all the time when they got back together.
Lauren says to me that you were growing marijuana and wanted for her daughter.
That is a lie. I have not done anything like that. I know that together. I didn't grow it myself. Oh, you was just a psycho.
Enough. Yes, Marie?
After him and her met and she became pregnant, whoever impregnated her, we found out that she was married before her first cousin. Oh my God, Your Honor, that's a lie.
So, were you married before?
Yes.
To your first cousin?
No, I was not.
So, where did you get that from?
His mama and his father and
his girlfriend.
Who said that? Oh, nobody said that.
Wait, enough. So, were you married to, don't tell me about the name, was there a relationship of a family?
No, that was not.
That's a lie.
That is a lie.
Why didn't you tell us
I never
that?
told you that. You're trying to embarrass me.
Enough. Moving on. So the time she was pregnant, did you think that this was your child now?
No, I don't.
You don't? At the point you changed your mind that it's not your child.
When she told me in my face that the child's not yours,
When?
after I got out of jail, I came out of jail and asked her. She said, look, the baby is not yours. And I want nothing from it. And, don't be in my life or her life. Just like stay away from us.
Stop right here. Did you ever tell him that the baby is not yours?
No, I have not, Your Honor.
So did you say I don't want you in his life?
Can I just break it up with something at this point? So I took him to court in 2002 when Lily became 4 months old, and we went to the court before attorney and support. He was in jail, of course. At the time, they went to do a DNA, and he's been in jail a lot. He tore up a hospital infirmary and said there's no one going to draw his blood.
Wait. How'd that happen?
No, they didn't say about the DNA, but I did go down to the infirmary. He said we're going to take from you, and I said you are not going to take a blood from nothing.
You told the infirmary.
Yes, Your Honor, I did. They have to explain why they were there to draw blood.
So, can you ask what
I
is
asked
this
that
for?
they were, I just said that was none of your business.
So, if it's a DNA, you would have to be allowed.
Right?
So, why wouldn't you allow it anyway, as proposed to tearing up the infirmary?
I don't like needles. I had a teeth filled without Novocaine.
So, you must hate needles.
Awfully bad. Needles ain't for me.
So, you would rather have filling and drilling done than have a needle.
The needle is a hurt. It can hurt fraction.
What he is trying to tell you, Your Honor, he prefers crack instead of heroin.
Excuse me. And you prefer to a fool instead of a mama.
So now, after she said that it's not your daughter, you went to a separate way?
I left and went to North Carolina with my girlfriend and my mama and my grandmother.
So, was there child support order at the time that did you get a DNA test? That not getting a DNA test?
No, sir. He filled up the state and I dropped the case to I understand there is a 9 year.
And which you had not contract.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, how did you get reconnected and with him to have a contract again?
She got a divorce from her husband, and she was looking for money.
Judge King will continue. Stay tuned.
You don't believe that George fathered this child?
No.
Don't miss a surprisingly DNA shocker.
We got a problem here.
Back the case, Lauren says that she is 100% sure her ex-husband is the father of her 4-month-old daughter and decided it was time to get George ordered to pay $190 for child support. He says that the baby is not his because he slept with Marie behind her back.
So at the point you didn't have a conversation between two of you?
Yes, and after she had divorced.
So, and what did she say to you?
She said that I needed to get involved in my child's life.
So, did you?
I thought it wasn't, but I thought it wasn't mine. We talked on the phone. My mama had left and went to Florida and picked the child up. I kept her for like 70 days.
So, are you paying child support now?
I'm ordered to pay child support.
Yes. So, are you current on your child support?
No, sir.
So, how far from you?
$1,090.
Oh, wait there. You don't see this child for about 9 years. You work for an integral review of a child support. They can make anything happen.
She had accused me in 1998. I saw her in the house and making racist efforts.
She did?
Yeah.
He is a racist, supremacist pig.
Are you
He will
racist?
deny.
Are you racist?
No, sir.
So you teach your daughter racist comments?
No, I have black friends who are best friends I've got.
He had a penthouse.
Oh, wait. He had a penthouse magazine in his luggage.
I gave him nothing.
So, how do you know her father gave it to her?
I don't know. He got my name with it.
So after he comes home with a magazine making racist comments, did you cut off the contract, George?
No, not farm contract.
So, but you not let her go back to visit.
Absolutely not, Your Honor.
So, you don't believe that it was your grandchild?
No.
You don't believe that George fathered this child?
No.
You're convinced that she was sleeping around with other men when he see her. Let's look at the pictures.
Let's look at the pictures, Your Honor. If it even comes out or Chinese, it will be his daughter. I will have been with no other man.
I understand that the position that she have feel. Have you like been up father to figure out this child?
He was being on the phone.
So did you know that child?
Going to 5 years now.
So does you think that George is her dad? What does that say?
About him. My boyfriend know that George is the biological father. He does not want to be around him.
So why?
I was on the phone with a couple of weeks ago. He quote feel like I was a mistake because a father won't even admit that was his. So you look at the pictures, they're identical.
Let's look at the pictures. Let's see what they look like. He looks like an older version of him.
Stay tuned for a DNA test results next. Judge King was about to read a DNA test results.
Since don't give me results. Don't give me the DNA test results.
Alright.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So here's the DNA test results that were revealed by DNA Diagnostics. And Miss Mitchell, you were saying that you're 100% sure that George is the father.
Yes, sir.
And George, you said that you're not the father.
Yes, sir.
Because that's what you both say. And you told her she ain't nothing but a psycho, Miss Mary.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so let's see how we get this resolved. Oh, you are wrong. You are wrong. We got a problem here. This man that you met at the gas station when you moved from Denver and this case about in this case of Mitchell versus Charvez, it goes to say that it's George, you are not the father. I'm sorry, Lauren. Your ex is not the father. He didn't father. And what you gonna do is to start telling the truth. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
And George, you are right. You are not the father.
I told that liar.
So you need to start telling the truth. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
And you need to get some man get Bernie Wayne to be the father. Alright? Alright. So nothing further, we will stand adjourned.
When Judge King continue after this.